I'm Zach Stein, co-founder of Carbon Collective, and welcome to Chapter 4 of the Ultimate Guide to Sustainable Investing. In this chapter, it is one of the most interesting to us. Here, we actually put together the data of if you are convinced by Chapter 1, 2, and 3 of saying, okay, I want to invest sustainably. Now you get to the question of how. That is what this chapter is for. When we first started Carbon Collective, we were trying to figure out what are the right lenses that we could take of how to think about climate in the stock market, in building comprehensive modern portfolios. What we found was a lot of websites that had, rating scales from like A to F or 0 to 5 stars. And it was really hard for us to piece apart what made a 4.5 star versus a 4.2 star portfolio, and how should we evaluate those differences. So our goal here in these tables of what you're going to see below is we aren't trying to give any of our high-level analysis. There are no rating systems here. Instead, what we're trying to bring forth is the actual data itself. So for each of the portfolios below of what you'll see is we looked at all of the major ESG and sustainable focused portfolios from the major online investment providers. We went in and looked at an 80% stock and 20% bond portfolio from each, which is the most common portfolio that we have here at Carbon Collective. And we asked some key questions. What percent of that portfolio is fossil fuel companies, or companies that are engaged in that, or very heavily so? What percent are companies that are climate solution companies? We use our climate index to see what percent is held by that. We then also look at questions of, is JP Morgan Chase in there, a bank that funds significant fossil fuel expansion? Does that climate impact portfolio hold ExxonMobil? How are votes treated? And then a lot around performance as well, which is, let's be real, this is not charity. The performance of these investments is really key. So we hope that these tools can be helpful for you in how to think about investing sustainably. At a very high level, the questions that we would encourage you to ask when you're looking at a portfolio is this. We know in order to solve climate change, which to us is the problem of our time, that we need to dramatically wind down investments in fossil fuel companies while dramatically winding up investments in the solutions to climate change. Any portfolio that to us is not aligned with that fact, it's harder for us to see how we can label them as sustainable. This is what very much, frankly, influenced our work here at Carbon Collective. So that is the lens that we use, and we hope that bringing this data forth, which is from all publicly available sources, that you will find it helpful as well. Thanks so much for checking it out. If you have commentary on this, or if this is helpful, definitely shoot us a note. We'd love to hear from you.